All right, what's up? So you saw in the last video, we did a full kind of overview or explanation of my leg day or quad focus leg days, but today is a different day and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do it for my back day. And as I mentioned in the last video, my current training split is Monday, which is today, which is a back day, solely just dedicated to back. Tuesday is a chest and shoulder day. Wednesday is a leg day with a focus on quads. Thursday we take off. Friday is going to be, I guess you could call it a pull day technically, but what it is we start off with 2 back movements, and then the rest of the day is biceps and triceps, because my weak points that I'm trying to bring up right now are obviously my legs, but then also my back. So on that Friday, which is like an arm day, we're also adding a little bit of like lat emphasis work to focus more on back width. And then we're going to finish off the cycle on Saturday, which is a leg day, but it's a hamstring focus on that day. So today we're going to go through back day. So I'm going to pull up the whiteboard right here and explain to you what's going to be going on. All right, so here's my workout for the day. And as you can see, we only have 5 different exercises today. And a huge thing that people get carried away with is doing a huge number of exercises. And they think they need to do all this different stuff and able to get results. Well, yeah, that might work for some people. But if you're asking me, find the simple movements that work for you and just stick to those. So for me, these 5 movements here, I connect with very well. I can feel them where they're supposed to be felt, and I'm just gonna progress them week to week. These same movements I've probably been doing for the past few weeks now, and I'm gonna continue to do them, progressing in either reps or weight each week, focusing on progressive overload. The biggest thing, especially with back, I know lots of us guys struggle to build up our backs, and it's just a lagging point for us. Huge reason for that is we just don't connect very well with our backs. We don't have that mind to muscle connection that you need. So finding the movements that work really well for your body type ultimately help you connect better, and that's going to get you more results, allowing you to progress week to week. So to start off the workout, we're going to do a single arm Cybex pull down, and on this I'm also going to include just a single grip attachment to allow my wrists to rotate freely. I don't really like a fixed position with the wrists whenever I'm doing any kind of pulling motion, just because that freedom really allows me to get a better elbow drive and engage my lat. So with this here, this is a lower lat focused movement. My lower lat specifically are the area on my back that I want to bring up more. My upper back is better in my opinion, but I really want to bring up those lower lats more. So we're going to do 2 sets here, top set of 8 to 12 to failure. This week, I believe I have to go up in reps and not weight. So last week I did a certain amount of weight for 9. Now I have to do it for 10. Then we're going to do a back off set, which is going to be for 12 to 15 reps. And on this set, we're going to be pushing still hard going to failure, but higher volume on this set. And we're really focusing on getting that proper squeeze. We're doing this on that first set too, but even more so in the second set. And when I'm doing these, I'm thinking of just driving my elbow straight down into the pocket of my waist, because that's what's going to connect with the lats. Whenever you're doing a lat movement of some kind, wherever your elbow is ending up, that's where you're going to be hitting on your back side. So if my elbow's here, it's going to be upper, mid-back, rhomboids, traps. Down here, more mid-lat. Down here, obviously, that's going to be lower lat. Starting off, lighting those lower lats up. From there, we're going to go to the upper back, and we're going to be doing one of my favorite movements as of recently, a chest-supported barbell row for the upper back. And I've been training in my hometown recently, so my gym doesn't actually have a chest-supported T-bar row. So we have to modify this a little bit, and it's actually been working awesome. So we're gonna get a barbell, just a typical incline bench, set it up at like a kind of like a middle incline, really just play around with it, figure out what works best for you. And we're gonna row, pulling straight to our chest, elbows out wide. We're gonna work up to a top set of 8 to 10. And then after that top set, we're gonna do not a back off set, we're gonna keep that weight the same, and we're gonna do a rest pause set of 3 sets. So the theory behind that is, I talked about it in the last video, but we're going to be trying to progress this first set, and say I do a top set and I get 9 reps. Well, by keeping that weight the same and doing a rest pause set with that, I might get 6 reps, wait 10 seconds, another 4 reps, wait 10 seconds, and then another 3 reps, wait 10 seconds. So what that would be 13 reps with a weight that I only could get 9 for before. And the theory with that is you're grinding through lots of those tough reps that are forcing your body to adapt and create muscular change. So that's the kind of the theory with the rest pause set. And I've been a big fan of those recently. So that was for upper back. Now we're going to move on to another lower lat focus. We're going to go to the Cybex row machine. And we're going to do a top set of 8 to 10 here. And again, with the rows, a lower lat movement. all elbow drive. We're focusing on driving the elbow down to the hip, right in that pocket there. And you should almost feel like a cramp in your lat. Not everyone's gonna cramp, but when I squeeze hard enough, I can literally feel my muscle start to get tight. And then like a day or two after, if I go like this, my lat will actually cramp because it's sore from the movement. So we're gonna do a top set of 8 to 10 there. And then another back off set of 12 to 15 reps, as you can see. For the lower lats, now we're gonna go into a barbell rack pull. Get lots of spinal erectors, lower lats, but honestly, a rack pull, it's gonna light up your entire back if you're doing it right, from your upper all the way down to your lats. So we're gonna do a top set here of 8 to 10. I've been loving these. They've been progressing really nicely, as have all of my movements. Top set of 8 to 10, then we're gonna back down, and we're gonna do a back off set of 12 to 15 reps. And on these back off sets, when I mentioned back off, I typically drop anywhere from 30 to 50 pounds, depending on the movement. And I think with RDLs, I don't like to do a whole lot of like 4 to 5 rep work. I like to get a little bit more reps in each set, just because it's such a big, heavy compound movement. The lower reps I go, the harder it is to really connect and feel the movement, where ultimately I want to be able to make sure I'm not just moving weight from point A to point B. I want to be moving weight to a certain point by squeezing the muscles and working myself how I should be. So that's why I'm not doing super low rep sets. Then we're going to finish off on the day with just a good staple movement, an assisted pull-up. Assisted, number one, I can feel them better. It allows me to get more reps. And if I do a standard pull-up at the end of a back day, I'd be lucky to get 8 to 10 reps. Where on an assisted machine, I can take that out of it and I can get a lot more reps, work my back how it needs to be worked, and get a lot better results from that. So we're gonna do just a max set of 8 to 12, and then we're gonna keep the weight the same, and then we're gonna do a rest pause set for kind of some, or not a rest pause, a drop set for kind of some metabolic pump work, just to really kind of tax and fatigue the back to finish it off for the day. So we're gonna do that second set to failure, drop the weight to failure, drop the weight to failure, and then we're all done for the day. The reason I'm ending on pull-ups is it's another upper back movement where I've only had done one before. It's also going to get some lats too, but it's a good just stretching movement. And whenever you're ending on a stretching movement, that's usually a really good idea, just because you've been so pumped up, you're contracting, working all those muscles, filling them up with blood. But now once you stretch them, that's another big component of growing muscles, allowing muscles to stretch, go through full ranges of motion and stuff like that. So that's very important. So as you can see, all the workouts are laid out for today. With the workout, I'm probably just going to keep it raw, not talk at all, and just kind of demonstrate what I'm doing. But yeah, just simple bread and butter movements. I logbook all of this stuff. I just do Google Sheets. I make a whole like spreadsheet in there, put the movements, whatever I want, and then week to week, I track every single rep, every single pound of weight, and try and progress that from week to week. Nothing fancy here, just progression, hard work, and intensity.
There. Perfect. Faster. There. Forward. I will take the weight from you after you get 3 more. Nothing for me. Nothing for me. Take a deep breath. Breathe your up. Take a deep breath. We're going. Grab it up. 3 more.